Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 7 of the Kolskor Marble Championship. We are wrapping up the third quarter of the A Division here with Event 12, Collision Curling, an event that's been in this tournament since very early on. 4 miles at a time, they'll roll down onto that board, they'll collide with each other and have to try and stay as close to the middle as possible. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, and then 100 points if you land on that middle spot there. Currently at the top of the standings, Nebula is 5 points ahead of Blue Bottle. And those two are quite a ways ahead of the rest of the pack. So we'll see what this event has for us. Looking at the example run, the Corporation and Chivalry. Down here to show us how this goes. They collide in the middle there. Only Core and Chivalry managed to get points there. Core with a nice 60 actually. Serpentine and Core get 0. But here we go with the first heat. Lapis, Discharge, Derek and Raven. Just to show us how they can do. Down they come for their first time. Derek, nice on the 50 there, but Raven brings that back to an 80. Very nicely done. A 20 for Discharge and nothing for Lapis. Their second time down, they collide. Discharge managed to bring them back to a 40. Derek is a 30 and 10s for Raven and Lapis. Not that many points there. Their third time down, split apart, but there comes Derek all the way to 100. That's amazing from them. Discharge gets a 60 as well, very nicely done. And their final time down, here they go. Big split apart. Lapis and Raven both hit a 60. So does Discharge, I believe, and Derek gets a 50. But that 230-point score is going to be a new record from Derek. An excellent performance here from that marble. That's going to put them very comfortably at the top of the standings. Some good scores here. 180 from Discharge, 150 from Raven. Lapis with that 70, not a good score compared to the others. Heats 2 here, Mantis, Lollipop, Pixie and Ruby for this second heat. Let's see what they can do, how they stack up against our first marbles that came down here. How do they do? Looks like a 40 for Ruby and 30 for Pixie. Mantis and Lollipop only 10 each. Not the best starts. Down they come again for their second roll. Again, doesn't look to be the best. Pixie and Mantis both pick up 40s, but Lollipop and Ruby, neither of them will get any points for that. Third time down out of 4, split apart, and that's going to be very low. Mantis gets a 30, Lollipop a 20, 0s for Pixie and Ruby. And their last time down, can any of them pull this back to get an overall good score? Doesn't look like it. Pixie and Mantis both get 30s, Ruby a 0, Lollipop a 10. And none of the marbles will manage to even secure what could have possibly been a podium spot. Mantis slots in at 4th, Pixie 5th, and Lollipop and Ruby are bottom 2 currently. Next up, Mahi Mahi, Anchor, Andromeda, and White Flame coming in for the third heat of marbles. Can any of them break into that top 3? Down they come here. Split apart quite far. White Flame managed to bring that back to a 50. Not excellent from anyone else. Second time down. Andromeda, they bring that back to a 60. White Flame on the 40. Anchor is going to hold them for a 10, I think. Mahi Mahi 0. Third time down, how do they do? Andromeda, that's excellent. So Anchor lands in the 100. Andromeda an 80, Mahi 40, White Flame 0. Brilliant from both Anchor and Andromeda. And their final time down, how will this end? It's split apart quite far. None of them really do very well. Andromeda gets a 30 and Mahi also a 30. And we're hearing this going to be a tiebreaker round between Mahi and Pixie with the same exact score distributions. Who's going to get it here? Pixie on the 30, Mahi gets the 40. Mahi will win that tiebreaker and finish above Pixie. But it's Andromeda who shoots up into second place, 190. Anchor managed to slot in at 5th, White Flame at 6, and Mahi at 8th. And the final heat, Black Rose, Blue Bottle, Nebula, and Knight, our current top 4. These heats have been based on those groups of 4 in the standings. What can these marbles do? Down they come, they collide in the middle. Knight, they managed to bring the back to a 60. Blue Bottle gets 0 though, Black Rose 10, Nebula 20. Second time down, here they come. Collide in the middle, Nebula, that brings that back to a 40. Blue Bottle a 30, Knight 10, Black Rose 0. Not really any standout scores here so far. Down they come again. Nebula goes quite far. Black Rose brings that back to a nice 50. Nebula also lands on the 50, Knight on the 40. Blue Bottle another 0. And the final collision for this event, down they come. Black Rose is going to settle on the 40, Nebula on the 30, Blue Bottle 10, Knight 0. And that will secure an outstanding victory from Derek. 230 points and a new record. A very well-deserved gold. Andromeda the silver and Discharge gets the bronze. With the conclusion of Event 12, we only have 1/4 of this season remaining, and Nebula is 15 points clear of Blue Bottle in second, and 16 points clear of Knight there in third. Further down the standings, not only has Derek's gold medal lifted them up 5 spots, but now every single marble in Season 7A has now got at least 1 medal to their name. And with this season rapidly approaching its end, there is very little time for some of those lower down marbles to make an attempt for a podium spot or even the lead. But next time I see you, we will return to collision curling for the B division, so I will see you then.